Hi, this is Commando number 5189, 69. Rebel Raiders. The heroes of Viva Villa return, but not as you know them, disguised as priests and accompanied by Sister Sophia. The Gomez brothers face one of their deadliest missions yet, working with a nun, still fighting for the revolution to free Mexico. Carlos and Hector were tasked with sneaking into a federally held city and rescuing an American journalist from the clutches of Huerta himself. Ay caramba. So, Commando tend not to do sequels or anything of that sort. All the stories are one-off stories, but from the sounds of it, this is a sequel. The Gomez brothers I've not heard of. This is a more recent Commando, so maybe they're sort of newer characters. And we have with it being a newer Commando, we have a female character in a sort of main role. And also being the newer Commando, we have the credits for the people who worked on it. Story by Richard Davis, art by Carlos Pino, and the cover is also by Carlos Pino. And I looked him up. He's done quite a lot of work for British and Spanish comics. And we start off in 1913. Mexican Revolution was 1910 to 1920, although some say that the Mexican Revolution never really ended. But we have our two main characters, the Gomez brothers. And we have the sort of leader of the bandits, who they take their orders from, and he sends them on a mission. And we have our main female character, the nun, Sister Sophia. And so, disguised as priests, they can sort of sneak about under the sort of eyes of the federales. And so many other videos on YouTube will do better explanations of the Mexican Revolution. And there's many books as well on the subject. They explain it better than me. It's an interesting scene with the aircraft. I mean, by this point they would have had aircraft. The Wright brothers were 1910 or 11. I'm not exactly sure, but they would have had aircraft, but not aircraft in conflict, unlike this. But they would have had aircraft at that time, so it's not entirely fanciful fiction. I meant to look up the type of aircraft. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's probably accurate. But this character just literally flies in and saves them. and his sister, the nun, Sister Sophia, sort of a secret agent type person. She can be able to pick up information and also work under the noses of the federales. So they go to this fort type of place where the American journalist is not there, but they uncover this sort of shipment of weapons or arms, and they overthrow the sort of plot and sort of stop the federales in their tracks. It mentions Pancho Villa, and there's the federales are sort of waiting in ambush for Pancho Villa and the Gomez brothers fly over the plot. This general flees the scene. And so with that, they've accomplished one mission, but they still have the journalist to find. The journalist is documenting the sort of struggles, and Sister Sophia has a sort of essay or writings that need to be published. And so they are sent on their final mission. And it has one or two words of Spanish in it, which I quite liked. I mean, it's, it does sort of lend itself to the accuracy of the thing, even if it's just one word. So to get into the sort of well-defended city or village where it is, they hijack this train. And just drive it through the sort of federale outpost. Which is a sort of thing I think I've seen in quite a few sort of Western movies. A Fistful of Dynamite, for example, I've seen the same sort of thing. Various other movies, can't quite remember the names of. my stomach, if you can hear my tummy growling. So they're able to overthrow the federales, and I need to go searching for the journalist who it turns out is being held in prison, and they go in and bust him out. With the nun with them as well. And you get their photo taken in this historically accurate camera. Oh, there you go. They've sort of saved the village and completed the mission. And I really enjoyed this because I'm sort of biased towards westerns. Kind of reminded me of a TV show. I think it was Cisco Kid, I think it's called, or Cisco and Pancho. But it kind of reminded me of that, and of course Zorro and all those other westerns. So with that in mind, I give it a 10 out of 10. I really loved it, but bearing in mind I'm biased towards westerns. Next up we have Commando number 5206, Reject Revenge. And I should know what those tanks are, but I don't. I can make a guess at, say, a dingo, but I don't think it is. But we'll hopefully find out. Thanks for watching. Bye.